He's needed. There you go. He was in the pool, found in the pool.
I'm going under and I feel this time there's no one to save me.
Look at that.
This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain, and now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I met you in the...
Oh, I love those videos. It makes you sad though, doesn't it? I love, yeah, people that just, you know, help animals, rescue animals. They, definitely deserve a medal, don't they? You know what I mean? True heroes, definitely. So let's get on to the FYP. Alexa, play the EastEnders theme tune. Thank you, Lisa. I think send me that. Thank you, Alexa. Play the EastEnders theme tune.
EastEnders theme, new BBC TV version 2009 by Simon May on Amazon Music.
Unconditional love. Thank you, Candy. Alexa, stop. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the now new name exclusive. No, one sec. Delusive exclusive FYP. As I say, if you are triggered or affected by this live, which you will be because it is me, please exit the live. Let's face it, you all like to be affected. You all love to be the victim. Yes. If you are affected, I don't care. Go tell someone else. Not interested. Right. Let's go on to, let's start with the Corey. Yeah, so the Corey and me and DG. The prank gone wrong. Yes, okay, let's start with, right, which one should we do first? One sec. What should he say today, Dave?
Stick it on him. Your best thing you just say, Dave. Say, I don't know what it is, but I feel like you do swing a little bit this way. Say, and I just wonder if...
He's gonna know. Yeah, call him, do it.
Just say, I'm just wondering if...
He's gonna forward my call.
Well,
hello?
what do you want?
Okay, don't be so aggressive.
Yeah, what do you want?
Why are you so aggressive?
I can't fucking stand you, little girl.
Well, I can't stand you either, but there we go, it is what it is.
What do you want?
What do you mean, grass?
You fucking little snitch, what do you want?
What do you mean, snitch? Where's this coming from?
What do you want?
Can you answer my question first?
No, I fucking ain't interested in talking to you.
Right, well, tough shit, you've got to talk to me now, we're on the phone call.
What's the thing, Dave?
Don't call me a div.
What's the matter?
Anyway, I'm thinking to myself right just now, you're more on my side of life than you.
What?
You're more on my side of life, my way in thinking, my incline.
What are you trying to say, Dave?
What I'm trying to say, maybe we should stop, beefing online so publicly and viciously.
Go fuck yourself.
David.
What?
Do you mind?
The last minute I wanted to spend a life with a fucking idiot like you.
I'm wasn't rude, David. So is there no chance of me? Is there no chance of me and you rekindling? No.
I can't fucking stand you.
I'm surprised you didn't stand at all, David. But
Fuck off, you did.
He did actually call him back. Does anyone have the other video of when he phoned him back? Oh my god, that was funny, wasn't it? Right.
DJ, what should he say today?
Okay.
DJ, what?
Right, I've got to find the other one. 1 sec. There's a part 2 somewhere. Oh, I love this video.
Angie, the delusive queen of cold army. Orange heart pounding, ain't no
I love
calamity.
it.
Morning FYP, she's rolling, no alibi. Box chat, secrets, whispers never die. Cold can do catch a move, dancing in the night. Red wine, flowing crowd, feeling real life. Angie's a ritual, like a queen precise. Army follows suit, cold days turn to spice. Orange hearts in the sky, Angie guiding the way. Cold army rise up, never gonna sway. Dancing through the night, red wine in the cup with Angie in command, we ain't giving up. Orange hearts in the sky, Angie guiding the way. Cold army rise up, never gonna sway. Dancing through the night, red wine in the cup with Angie in command, we ain't giving up.
I love that one. Sorry I had to play that one because it was about me. Yeah. Okay, let me get to the other one. This was with Pearl. So Corey pranked Pearl. Right, she had a phone. I think it went to voicemail. I think she's blocked him. Okay.
I wouldn't care. I didn't feel very well and all today. It's not.
So basically, yes. I don't have the video of what happened. Is he pranked her and it went to voicemail, but what I had accidentally done is doxed a number. I don't know if he doxed a whole number, but you know when it goes, to voicemail, it reads out the number, doesn't it? So anyway, that's basically what happened. So we ain't giving up. So she's gone live, Pearl.
I've got a voice changer on. What the fuck? Have I got a voice changer on or not? I don't know what the fucking hell's on this account.
Trigger warning, guys.
No. Wait a minute.
It wasn't even the full number. No, I don't think it was. Oh, what's happening?
If she lets me in. I've just requested poison eyeballs. See if she lets me in. So you.
are you talking to me?
The best thing for you to do is go and suck her dirty pissy hole. That's what to do. You've doxed me number, but I promise you will not be laughing. Because you aren't you. You've got a bigger fan than any woman, and you old pissy cunt. Hey, you better to get out of that bedroom. Go and get some fresh air instead of sitting in there like...
Oh, get out, you
hey, dirty little alcohol.
little crab. Oh.
I don't know if she got bananaed or ended alive. I don't know what happened there. I was just relaxed, minding my own business. It was nothing even to do with me. So I don't know why she came for me. It was absolutely nothing to do with me. Okay. So I don't even think Corey doxed her whole number. But there was no need for that attitude, no need for that behaviour. Especially when I did actually let her in as well. So anyway, that's basically what happened. Yeah. Kind of so funny, yeah. It was, I don't know. People were saying it wasn't the full number. Some people were saying it was. I don't know. But listen, it could have been worse. It could have been her address. You know what I mean? She was affected. I was just sitting there chilling. You know, when someone's going, you know, they definitely are affected because Angie, yes. Yeah, I think I've got that one as well. There was a video Pearl put out, I think this morning. I will play that one as well. Let me find where, here it is here. So I've not heard this one. So this is the first time I'm listening to this video.
This is how to Heather Trot and the little hairy hole. Right. You doxed me number last night. I heard you saying you're going to dox it again. Let me tell you something.
No one said they were doxing her number again. So, first of all, I never doxed your number. So, you know, have as much what you say to me. Because, yeah.
And I'm going to have to be careful because I got an account bananaed last night through, yeah?
Oh, it did get banana.
That number that I've got, it's not just a telephone number, right? That's to lots of different hospitals because my sister is dying, right? You know all of this. You were clever playing my number in front of thousands of people, right? And then you also said you didn't care. You were going to play.
How does that number go to different hospitals, though? That's odd. That's not first of all correct, because that is your number. I don't see why that number would. It's not just your phone number. It would go to different hospitals. Never heard that in my life.
Well, I'm telling you, I'll dare you to play my number again, Heather Trot. You know, because your life's got nothing important in it. Let me tell you, you know all the calls I was getting last night. You know if.
Oh, what she means is for people at the hospital to call her on.
One of them.
Well,
so you had to sit and take a load of abuse last night because how did I not know that when a hospital rings you, it rings on private, right? So I had to answer them calls last night. I always say to everybody, I turn my phone off, I don't. You don't know what I'm going through in the real world and you don't know how ill my sister is in the real world. But stop with your little games, doxing people's numbers just because you haven't got anything that affects you in real life. I have. But Heather Trot, give your head a little shake, but I'm telling you one more time, I'll dare you to dox my number anymore. When I need that number, I can't just change it, just as simple as that. I'm warning you. Anyway, it wasn't a warning and it wasn't a threat. It's just telling you, leave my number alone. Don't you dare, and I mean don't you dare put it out there in front of thousands of people again, because if anything had happened to my sister last night, well, we'll leave it there, eh?
First of all, listen, let's not play the victim now, Pearl, okay? Now, I also said last night I have empathy. Me and Corey did not know that. If you don't know, you don't know. So me and Corey didn't know anything about her sister until people were saying it in the messages. And I said last night, listen, I have empathy. If her sister's ill, you know, I have the empathy, of course. We wouldn't have done the deer, right? So it's not my fault and it's not Corey's fault. I mean, you can't blame us for not knowing. Right, first of all. Now, secondly, it was an accident what Corey did. It really was an accident, okay? And thirdly, what I was going to say, listen, like I said, let's not play the victim now either. Like, if something had happened to your sister, it's on me or Corey. 100% not. Because if we had doxed your number, what's that got to do with your sister? If something happened to your sister. Although I do have empathy and I hope she is okay. And that's all I have to say on that matter. Corey was laughing. That was before we knew about her sister though. Yeah, how do you do it accidentally? When he phoned her number, it went straight to voicemail. And because of that, I think it reads out the number, doesn't it? You know, when someone phoned, I don't know, how do you do that? I'm not actually sure. I didn't actually hear him do that. People said it wasn't her whole number anyway, so I don't know. No, he read out his number. When he read out a number that was his own the second time. No, it wasn't intentional, no. But you can't put what if it's something happened to his sister on Corey either, because that has nothing to do with Corey about him accidentally doxing a number. Yeah. So anyway, we'll move on. See, I mean, listen, I had nothing to do with last night, you know. And listen, I have empathy, but it doesn't excuse someone coming on TikTok and saying what she had to say either. What if it's the other way around? If that's the other way around, I would have known it was an accident. You know what I mean? Listen, I never did it, and that's the truth. It wasn't me that did it. Do you know what I mean? So why she's actually, you know, saying a lot about me, I don't know. You know, it was a joke. No one knew about her sister because I haven't spoken to Pill. So it wasn't until, you know, people said it in the comments. You said, I don't care. I did tell him to do it. It was a joke, and that's it. No one knew about his sister. No one knew he was going to dox his number. But Pearl shouldn't be sitting there playing the victim either now, because it's something, you know, about having to his sister. It's nothing to do with me and nothing to do with Corey. Although I do have empathy for her, and that's that. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. 100% not. It's not too far if you don't know. Right, if someone is dying, if you know, I mean, listen, that's come out of her mouth just now, right? If her sister is sick or whatever it may be, I don't know what it is, right? If you don't know, you don't know, and it's that simple, okay? But don't sit there playing the victim either, Pearl. You came on and called me pissy pants and dirty. This is what come out of your mouth, and even though it's come out of your mouth, Pearl, I still have the empathy because obviously what you're going through with your sister, all right? But that doesn't excuse you coming on saying what you're saying. It was a joke, and that was it. And I'm moving on from that. She can say what she likes. Right, let's go on to the next video anyway. Right, I want to play this one, right, because... No, actually, I'll play that one later. Forget that one. Let's do Prince Brett.
Myself on TikTok, because ultimately everyone is as bad as each other. I'm going to be real to you. Anyone who's going live when they're all as bad as each other. Everyone wants views, everyone wants followers, everyone wants likes, everyone wants gifts. That's why they're on here. As much as they'll sit and say they don't, they do. And that's why they're on here. And that's just a fact I feel like everyone knows. So when people go really in on one person, and then I'm like, oh, but...
Can we just block this? Look, once you're blocked, Nicola, you're not coming back.
It's so...
Once you're blocked, you're not coming back, so you're gone. Do not, guys, unblock anybody that asks to be unblocked.
Critical. So if you're going to hold M's to the standard of you being so angry at her for X, Y, and Z, then also hold all the other people who've done drunkenly stuff on live to the same standard. Don't use mental health. Don't use vulnerability. Don't use, oh, they were drinking. Hold them to the same standard as them. But what you see on that is them being pushed out massively to create a narrative.
Wait a minute, I'm really confused. Can we start this again? What the hell's he ranting
Because
about?
ultimately everyone is as bad as each other. I'm going to be real to you. Anyone who's going live when they're all as bad as each other. Everyone wants views, everyone wants followers, everyone wants likes, everyone wants gifts. That's why they're on here. As much as they'll sit and say they don't, they do. And that's why they're on here. And that's just a fact I feel like everyone knows. So when people go really in on one person, and then I'm like, oh, but the other person was mental health or vulnerability. It's so hypocritical. So if you're going to hold M's to the standard of you being so angry at her for X, Y, and Z, then also hold all the other people who've done drunkenly stuff on live to the same standard. Don't use mental health. Don't use vulnerability. Don't use, oh, they were drinking. Hold them to the same standard as them. But what you see on that is them being pushed out massively to create a narrative and then being sugar-coated with mental health. And it's a massive bunch of hypocrisy, which is why I personally don't get affected or upset about these people anymore on here, because everyone is in the same boat. And I'm going to be real, everyone is in the same boat. Everyone is fucking corrupt on here, and it's just the truth. So when everyone is outraged about an action, I'm like, stop lying. You're not shocked at all. You know what everyone is like on this app. You know why people are on this app. You're not shocked in the slightest. Let's be real. You're shocked for the show. And you turn off the app. You turn off the app and you don't even think of them. So in my opinion, if you don't even think of them in that aspect, then holding a live with 8 boxes slating one person isn't necessary, in my opinion, personally. If you're not going to think of them once you turn off the app, that's disgusting. If you're not going to think of them when you turn off the app, then holding a live stream with 8 boxes going in on one person, it's not necessary and it's not acceptable, because all you're doing is damaging that person's mental health. You having an opinion on someone is one thing. We get that. I don't open boxes. It's just my opinion. This isn't about anyone in particular. It's just like jokes how before this thing happened with Ends, people were holding 8 lives on Robert without knowing any facts whatsoever, any receipts whatsoever, saying he's this, he's that, based on one woman who big and popping, and everyone's like, oh my god, and then 2 days later they're like, oh, poor Robert, he was mentally abused, and 2 days before that it was like, look him up. He's disgusted. It's like, this is why I don't get affected by TikTok in that way, because every 2 days is another story. It's expiration date of 2 days, and we all know that, you know. So keep the same standard is what I'm saying. But I just personally, I'm watching it and I'm like, my mindset from now on is like, if I watch this on TV, would I be affected? Because half of the shit on TikTok isn't real, and as much as people would love to create that it is, so that they can create a talking point or narrative, it's not real. And everything is generated for views. Everything is generated for numbers. And I think everyone is aware of that. It's not a shock. It's not new news. You know, it's not. How many of you think that everything on TikTok, or a lot of what you watch on TikTok, is fake?
Is that it? Sorry. So, you know what? The hypocrisy on this app is crazy because, you know, he's only friends with Ems for the clout, for the views. He's friends with Zia because she's a big gifter, like most people. I've gone on people's lives when they've said, hey, Zia, and they've made sure they've called her out, you know, because of her gifting level. No other reason. You would not be friends with her if she didn't have that gifting level. And Brett wouldn't be friends with Ems if she didn't have the views she had. And it's true, you know. But you listen, do I really give a shit about what people do on here? No, not really. Do I really give a shit about Ems? No, not really. Do I give a shit about anybody on any creator on here? No, not really. Unless you know, my friends I do care about that I speak to off TikTok. Yeah, of course I do. But do I really give a fuck about this John England? No, not really. I'm gonna lose my sleep? No. Do I really care about the viewers? Not really, no. Do I like to wind people up about the viewers? Yes. Do I care about the gifts? Yes. Who don't care about the gifts? If you say you don't, you're a liar. You get what I'm saying? If there was no gifts on here, listen, I'd probably still be on here. I'm not going to lie, I would be still on here. But if there was no gifts, half the people would be gone from the set. You get what I'm saying? People that sit there seriously saying they don't care about the gifts and they're here just to speak to their audience, it's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. It's not true. Everyone likes the gifts, you know, and that's just another form of manipulation. Oh, look, isn't he a nice person for saying that? What a lovely guy or woman. You know what I mean? They're not here for the gifts. It's all bullshit. Everyone loves the views. Everyone loves the gifts. Do you know what I mean? I don't really give a shit about the views, to be honest with you. When I first came on TikTok, I think I started with 10, and I was probably more happy than I am now. Do you get what I'm saying? So it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. Ah, thank you, Fly Killer. Choot choot. Well, choot choot. Well, we'll have all the gifts. We'll have all the gifts. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Do I like getting gifts? 100%. Do I beg? No. Do I when I... Thank you, Elia, for the heart. When I do battles, or when I win, of course I do. Who doesn't? Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, we all love the cash at the end of the day. They're just bullshitters, a lot of them. You know what I mean? But listen, I'm not that interested in money, to be honest with you. I really don't give two fucks about the money side of it. I do like it. Who doesn't? Do you know what I mean? Right, let's go on to the next video. I want to... Actually, I'll play that one later, actually. Which one shall I do now? This is CLA. It's only 14 seconds I've got of this one. Oh.
I've got 6,000 people. Okay.
So let me just replay that.
I've got 6,000 people. Okay. Roots, darling. Roots. Can you please have someone? Shut up, darling. Listen, freedom of speech in a public place. I can talk. What are you on about?
Right, so she's not exactly in a public place, is she? Is she in a public place? It looks like she's in a cafe. Yeah, so she's not in a public place. She has no right to film. If they ask you to leave, you leave, because that's private. It's private. Is that an old one? Oh, I don't know. Someone must have reposted it because someone just sent it to me last night. I've never seen it before though. But since I've played it, like I say, any pubs, clubs, cafes, they have every right to... People don't like filming, you know, for obvious reasons, like, I don't know, don't like being on camera, having an affair, DV they've maybe escaped from, you know, many reasons. Yes, we'll have all the affairs. So, you know, many reasons people don't like filming. I didn't know that was an old one, sorry. Someone just sent me it. Alright, so let's go on to the next one anyway. This is, so, trolls say Sam has made $500,000 out of FYP. And I would like to know what you think, guys, on this one.
Made £500,000 off faith. I fucking wish I made £500,000 off faith. Fucking hell. If anything, I lost money off with fucking faith because I lost so much fucking business when I was taking care of it. £500,000. Fucking hell. I fucking wish I would be in the fucking Bahamas now, lad. I would fucking be in £500,000 fucking quid. They go, he uses faith for views, not realising that I get more views just off my fucking controversial fucking videos or fucking... And it's like, get the fuck... He's only got a social media platform because of faith. No, I had hundreds of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, well before faith. I had a platform well before faith. It's like, he's abandoned faith. How dare he leave faith? How dare Sam Walker go to Dublin and get treatment for his medical care? He had malaria, but how dare he abandon faith? This is so bad that Sam Walker's abandoned faith. How dare he do this? Even though I was fucking dying, I put my own health aside so I could nurse faith back to health. These fucking retards, anything you do. So now I put on subscriptions, fucking hell, subscription lives so they can't watch. They are gonna be absolutely fucking raging. Wait till you see the fucking next videos that come up from the trolls. But as I said, they don't fucking ask me. It's like fucking water off a fucking duck's fucking penis. It just fucking
Oh, sorry.
dribbles down and goes back into the fucking water. It doesn't fucking ask me their opinions, but, you know, they're comical. At the end of the day, if you don't want to subscribe, that's what I'm trying to say to you. This is what I'm trying to say to you. And people say, what annoyed me was that people, he's making money off faith. I have not made any, for one, I've lost so much fucking business through faith because I sat there, lost fucking business contact, people saying to me, bro, where's my diamonds? Like, come on, bro, fucking, I'll be doing this business. So, lost so many fucking deals when I was looking after faith. And then on top of that, I'm to go to Sierra Leone, buy a new car, drive it 10 days across Africa, which is all my fucking expenses. If I was using faith, it would be like, oh my god, let's set up a GoFundMe for faith. Let's all set up a GoFundMe. I can raise thousands of pounds for faith, and I can say it's for faith, and I will keep it all myself. That's what people would probably do. I've not set up a GoFundMe for faith because I don't need to, because I'll finance it myself. And that's the thing. And don't get me wrong. Fucking, like, with Teddy and the vet, I pay for that myself. So it's like, these people are just fucking deluded, aren't they?
So guys, what do you think, right? I mean, you know my thoughts on it. I like Sam, he loves animals and all that. Do you think he's cashing out on Faithy? So happy face he is, sad face he's not. Let's have a look. Happy face, guys, he's cashing out on Faithy and he's using the dog, or sad face he's not. I mean, I don't really watch him enough. We're going to go on to next. Which one should we talk about? Let's have a think. I think we'll go for that one first. Happy face. Oh, do you know I said happy face? Oh, did I say happy face he is, sad face is not? Or did I can't remember which way around I said it. So I said happy face he is cashing out, sad face is not. Okay, there you go. So you don't think he is cashing out on Faithy. There you go, guys. Oh yeah, we do like Sam over this side. So anyway, guys, let's move on to the next one. Now I'm just playing this one about Hayley Comet. She seems to like me playing her, so I'm gonna play that. So she's got M's new boyfriend is a danger to children. Okay, and just bear in mind this is a criminologist, I think.
And we'll show a clip of M's new elderly boyfriend talking about children in a really inappropriate way. And this is why I have
was it an appropriate way? Was it? Did you actually hear it? Did you play it over and over again? Or are you just assuming?
Because she knows fully what she signed up for. She doesn't care what happens to herself. She doesn't care what happens to anyone else, as long as it brings her in views and money.
No, guys, I'm not doing it again. Don't worry. I'm not going to have a big debate on it. This is a new video she's put out.
Into social media in a way that she can be as negative as she likes, and as long as you're watching her, she really doesn't care. I mean, this is a woman who was on the floor the other night, squatting, trying to make herself piss her pants in order to make an example of the police for locking her inside her bedroom for a second. happened. When I say locking, I mean they just shut the door and asked her to stay inside. And obviously she had to be really dramatic, so she got down on all fours or whatever and started squatting, trying to make herself...
Yeah, that feel looks quite good on her, doesn't it?
But she has consistently put herself in danger on purpose, and I believe it's almost hoping that something terrible happens at the hands of one of these men in order so that she can bait them into content. So let me show you what he said this time.
I'll leave it on anyway, but I'm going to get a shower now and a shave, so I'm ready for action.
Alright, come on then.
Get them kiddies coming in a bit. Any for the guy and that. I'm sure they have parental guidance. I don't think they get money these days. I think they get sweeties, don't they? Or in the States, they give them massive big bars of chocolate instead of a little sweet. So they'll all end up sick, won't they? They don't care in America, but do they? Some huge ones there.
So that's the video. So let's play the bit where he says that going.
That's one of these men bait them into content. So let me show you what he's...
Oh, shit.
He said this time.
I'll leave it on anyway, but I'm going to get a shower now and a shave, so I'm ready for action.
Alright, come on then.
Get them kiddies coming in a bit.
Kiddies coming in, but what's he talking about? Halloween? I'm really confused.
And that. I'm sure they have parental guidance. I don't think they get money these days. I think they get sweeties, don't they? Or in the States, they give them massive big
We used to give them fruit.
bars of chocolate instead of a little sweet. So they'll all end up sick, won't they? They don't care in America, but do they? Some huge ones there.
Oh? Oh, God. Robert England, what did he mean by the last comment? I know he's talking about Halloween, wasn't he? But we're not even in Halloween. So what video was that? Was it a year ago or what? Because Halloween is not until the 30th of October. Oh. It's very confusing, Hughes. It's very confusing because I wish people, when they screen record, they take they have the whole conversation. But what people are doing is clipping just to the bit where he says what he says. But if people could just take maybe 3 minutes, go 3 minutes prior to what, so we have context, behind it, as to what he's talking about. He's talking about Halloween. Yeah. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because I don't know how old that video is. Because I've got a load of questions. I don't know how old that video is. Is it a recent one? He's talking about Halloween, obviously. I think he's talking about Halloween. What did he mean by the comment at the end? You get what I'm saying? So he's a very confusing man. I don't know if he likes to bait people into thinking, kind of that, like a cliffhanger kind of thing. Does that make sense? He's kind of baiting people, because if that's after what he said, then it's kind of weird, because he's definitely baiting, knowing that people have gone at him about the other videos. He's now come on live and said something else, which in my opinion he is probably trolling people, but baiting them for a reaction. That's how I see it anyway. If it's after, I don't know if it's old. Ems is with him. Right, yeah. Was that last night, that video? Yeah, like winding people up kind of thing. And I don't know why he's doing that, do you know what I mean? Was the other night, or was it? But I'd love to see the context behind it as to what he was talking about. You know what I mean? That was Saturday as well. That video, I've not seen that video. That's the first time I've seen it. He's definitely baiting, isn't he? I mean, I don't think you'd be stupid enough to come on social media and say shit like that. He's definitely baiting for responses like, I think, Hayley. I mean, Hayley's, saying he's dangerous. Look, I don't know whether he's dangerous or not, because I don't know him. But from everything he said, I think you could get someone say, oh my God, he's talking about children. And looking at those videos thinking he's a danger to children. But I see it as in he's baiting. Yeah, trying to get a reaction out of people. But who knows, he could be wrong, and I don't know, because I don't know him. But weird. But like I said, it would be nice to have the whole context behind it. Do you know what I mean? So let's go on to the other one anyway. Let's go on to the next video. Oh, I'm hot now. Don't know what else to play now. Okay, I've got I want to play the Fiddy ones. Friddy diddly do. I want to play this one. This is Alex Brigham. Oh god, I've got this Rebecca one as well here that I want to play. Let's play this one.
That's my reaction, because I don't need to stoop to the lowest that you have stooped to. Absolutely, Sally, I agree 110%. Okay? The body shaming and the fat shaming does not bother me anymore, okay? That does not bother me anymore. I don't need to, just because you're being horrible to me, I don't need to be horrible back, because that's all that's going to continue to do is to you to carry this absolutely ridiculous, pointless, time-wasting beef with me, because I reacted to something that was on the FYP that you put out there yourself.
No, the thing is I didn't. That's the thing, you've taken a little clip of the FYP and you ran with it. You called me transphobic because I have an opinion about we were talking about, I think this was Pearl actually, talking about the toilets. That's not transphobia. You said I was transphobic. You said I was racist towards the black community because because of what I said about the boat. There was no intention behind what I said. Alright, so that's misinformation there, you got that wrong, it's slander. So don't sit there, Scouse, and say, if you just said, listen, Angie, what she said, this is what Angie said. She said about, word for word what I said about the boat. Angie said about the toilets. But no, what you said is you said I'm transphobic. You said I'm a racist. You said I treat my mother like rubbish. So I've come back at you and I said to you, show me the videos of all of this, because I want to see when I've been transphobic and racist. I want to see it. Okay, and still people have not shown me. They have shown me clips that I've said, but that's not racism and that's not transphobia. Okay, so show me the clips. So I've come back at her and I haven't spoken about her for a long time, and she decided to put this video out for no reason, but just put it all together. And she's been transphobic, and she's been racist, she's been to many communities, she treats her mum like shit, the way she speaks to her mother. Now, once again, I've had arguments with my mum. That you did not show, right? What you said is, I speak to my mother like shit. That was not on the FYP, because I have not spoken to my mother like shit. I have not spoken to her like rubbish. So once again, show me that video that I have spoken to disrespect to my mother in any way. But you cannot do that, right? So don't come for me, Scouse Slayer, right? If you can't take it, don't dish it out. You are the biggest hypocrite on this app. You've gone for many people on this app, right? Many people. I've even seen comments in where they have not been blocked of emoji of broccoli and slaying me to the ground, calling me an alcoholic, all the names under the ground, and you don't even block them, right?
In the public domain, i.e. videos, i.e. a live stream, and it's there for public consumption. It becomes public consumption. Don't start.
But it wasn't public. It wasn't public, because where have I treated my mum like shit? Where have I been racist? Where have I been transphobic? These are statements you've made.
Those opinions on your behaviour in your home, which you have showed people when you have live streamed that and showed it yourself.
Where have I shown me speaking to my mother like shit that you've also said in that video?
And that's all I need to say. I don't need to say anything else, because my mum and my upbringing has got nothing to do with you.
Well, neither has my family, but you want to sit there posting a video about my family.
The way I am, i.e. my body and my weight, has got nothing to do with you. You are running off false information and not facts. And
I sit here and have a drink. You call me an alcoholic, yeah? Because I'm doing it on TikTok. Well, I only go by what I see. What you're doing on TikTok, yeah?
Have them facts, because I am not going to give you and dignify you with the response that you are hoping that I do, okay? So this is my...
Yeah, but...
See, even the title is Scale Slayer, perfect response to delusive Angie's being vile. There's a reason. You know, you came from me for no reason. I haven't spoken about you for weeks, right? And obviously I'm going to react. And you know that because obviously you do want this attention, don't you? Yeah, she even went for Lynn's, right? Saying that Lynn's took her son to the riots because we had banter on my live. It was banter. And she ran with it. Said, what kind of mother would take their son to a riot? And everyone was saying in the comments it was a joke. And because she felt silly, she then tried to twist it around and said, wow, what kind of mother would joke about that? God, can you imagine her family home, man? She needs to get a sense of humour.
To be totally honest with you now, because we're going to have a new entry in the book today, we're going to have a new entry. Let me just be totally honest with you. What Angie said to Scale Slayer is not acceptable.
I'll say again if you want.
I will say this, right? I will say this. Pot, kettle, black. Let me just tell you that. Because you didn't give a shit when in your life I was getting shamed. You know what I mean? All through it. You know what I mean? When I had to come in, when I went over to your life, I was getting shame galore in there, but you allowed it, and you thought it was pretty funny until everyone started going saying that's not acceptable, and then all of a sudden you was like, oh no, mods, get that out there. It was for 2 days. It continued. For fucking 2 days, and all of a sudden now Angie's called you fat and it's a big uproar. Oh my god, she's body shaming. Well, you didn't give a shit about that when it was in your life about me, did you? No, of course not. Because it's selective, isn't it? Scale Slayer, you know what I mean? And you talk about people that you talk about morals on the app, and you don't stand with this. Love, you trolled yourself, mentioning your own children. You're sick.
Listen to this, and I didn't know anything about this. Listen to this.
Only that, you target other people's children, don't you, Scale Slayer? You trolled all the big creators on the app, and then found out that it was you, and they all responded, and you started crying on your live saying that you're being bullied. No, you chose to be the bully, and then when people found out it was you, they reacted, and so unfortunately bullies deserve to be bullied, and that's exactly what happened. So today you're going in the book, Scale Slayer, the Wirral Squirrel, trolls herself, then blames people, trolls people's children, trolls big creators, gets a rise, tick, and then she cries on live, tick. Say she's an advocate for mental health, tick. But when people reach out to her and say their mental health's being affected, you block them, tick. And I can prove everything that I'm saying. Haven't 2 people reached out to you saying that their lives affecting their mental health, and that you mentioning them in derogative ways, and that's really affecting them? Yes, they did. And did you read it and block them? Yes, you did, because that's you. You don't give a shit about mental health. Let me write that in the book. Doesn't give a shit about mental health. Fake as fuck. Tick. Plays on that she's some sort of moral high ground, like she's a fucking queen or something. Tick. She's not. Riff raff of TikTok. Nick. Tick. There we go. Tick, tick, tick. And that's how I like it. That's the problem with Scale Slayer, isn't it? And that's the truth, guys. I know there's probably people in that watch her and that. And you know what? Please make your own mind up. But what I'm saying is factual. You know what I mean? I was absolutely destroyed in that live, and multiple other people in the comments was destroyed. And then it's all of a sudden, when it's common knowledge, and everyone's saying, "Oh, that's disgusting. I can't believe that's body shaming and mocking."
She even came at me about saying that I sent her a video. She put up on her platform that I was viral towards her, and I created a fake account, Elusive Angie 1. And I sent her the most vilest things, talking about her children and all these kind of things. And I kind of got those messages, and I said, that's a fake account. I said, that's not even me. And you've gone on your platform, and saying hatred on me, saying it was me, and it wasn't. And you know what I think now? I think she sent it to her goddamn self. I do. I think she trolled herself to make people believe it was actually me. I think half these fake accounts of me are her. I think she's the biggest troll on here. Yeah, and she plays this poor her kind of, poor her. When she's got so much to say, well, she does have a lot to say, have her opinions on people, right? And I came at her because I was annoyed about, you know, her talking about my mother. Yes, I understand she was on FYP, but I've not spoken shit to my mother. I have not been transphobic, as she has also stated. Yes, I went at her. If you cannot take it, then don't dish it out, Scouselayer. Okay, don't do that. You're sitting talking about you've spoken, called me an alcoholic, and about my alcohol not problem, but alcohol, saying, well, I'm doing it on TikTok. Yeah, so why can't I talk about your weight then on TikTok? You know, does it make sense? You're saying I have an addiction to alcohol. Do you have addiction to food? I don't fat shame anybody, but don't come at me sitting on your high ground there talking about I have an addiction to alcohol and all this when you don't even have a clue, and then get upset when someone goes for your addiction. Because food addiction is real.
Like she's a fucking queen or something. Tick. She's. Right. It'd be a matter of time before you see her for who she is. That's alright, honestly. Do you know what it is? What she did was she made an account of Just Mando's in the chat now. She made an account of Just Manda, writ a horrendous comment to herself, mentioning her and her children, and yeah, it was her all along. She trolled herself. She sent it to herself because it was proven on a live.
So that message that she accused me of writing to her was probably her. Because it was absolutely vile, the things that she was saying that I was saying, that I'd said to her, and it was her. She trolling her goddamn self.
Oh, it was edited and stuff, and then she's gone very quiet about it after she got called out for it. You know what I mean? People called her out for it, but she went awfully quiet. You know what I mean? Normally she'd answer back and say, no, that's wrong, that's not true, but she didn't, did she? Because she'd been caught out. That's the problem, isn't it? But let's move on. We don't need to discuss her anymore.
Wow.
Let's find who else we can discuss.
Right, that's it, guys. That's it on that one. See, she even trolls herself and tries to put it on other people. Wow. Tut tut, Scouselayer. Yeah. So next time you have an opinion, make sure it's factual. Make sure you got your facts correct before, you know, coming out with a video about me. Saying, and inciting hatred. It could be classed as harassment and bullying as well, by the way, Scouselayer, and I'll tell you why. Because you said I'm racist towards multiple communities. That's inciting hatred onto me. Yeah? You know what I mean? Where people are going to think, oh my God, I'm a racist, I'm being transphobic, and I've been all of that, and I haven't. So, what I want you to do, Scouselayer, is tag me into videos where I have been transphobic. And I'm not talking about what I said to EQ. That's not transphobic. And I'm not talking about what I said to about the toilets. That's not transphobic either. I've never been transphobic, and I've never been racist to the black community. So if you're going to run with what I said about the boat, yeah, well, you need to prove my intentions was to be racist there, and it wasn't, and you can't prove that either. So, yeah. So, you have put misinformation out there, Scouselayer, so don't sit there saying it was on the FYP, because it wasn't on the FYP, me talking to my mother like shit. So, I just want to put that out there. Right. Where should we go next? I will be talking about the fiddly do. What's the time? Shit, an hour. It's already... There. Right, what's this one here? Okay. Right, I want to talk about this Rebecca. Now, I haven't watched this video here. I think it's quite a long video. That's the problem. And I do want to play the other ones. Let's just play it. So this is a lady called, I don't even know her name. Chloe Marie.
Guys, so I'm just doing this video to come and clear some things up because...
Should we play that another time because it's 10 minutes long? What do you reckon?
Had enough of this.
It's 10 minutes long. Should we...
the bullshit and the toxicity of the app.
We'll play it.
Now, a lot of you guys know, myself and Danny have been doing the fundraiser to raise money for Sarah's funeral.
Do you want me to play it later? Play it.
Lost a couple of weeks ago.
So basically, this is about the Rebecca situation. So
guys, so
I'm not going to show you
to come and clear some things up because I've had enough. I have absolutely had enough of this app and the bullshit and the toxicity of the app. Now, a lot of you guys know myself and Danny have been doing the fundraiser to raise money for Sarah's funeral, which is Danny's sister that we unfortunately lost a couple of weeks ago. Now, the fundraiser has gone absolutely amazing. We have been overwhelmed by the amount of support on the app. But
how much does it cost for a funeral? About 6k? Is it? Well, it depends what it is, isn't it?
the last couple of days, we've had a lot of shit, and I'm not having it. Well, I've got the evidence, and I'm going to show you it all now. So, a lot of you know, a lot of you will know, that we have done a fundraiser with Rebecca C this weekend. Excuse my hair.
Can you hear it?
It's a different story. Now, we've done a fundraiser with Rebecca C this weekend, and I just want to say this isn't a hate video towards Rebecca. This isn't a troll video towards
I would like to know how much they raised for the funeral.
Rebecca. I just want to state the facts. So, obviously, myself and Danny are gratefully appreciative of everything Rebecca's done. Like, the weekend, you know, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. And a lot of money was raised, you know? So, the first thing I'm going to say is, so Rebecca is going through a lot at the moment. And when an issue occurred on Sunday, she turned around and said that she wished she didn't do the fundraiser and she should have stuck to her guns, put her family first, and wish she didn't feel guilted into doing the fundraiser. Now, I'm going to insert a message from Danny in the group chat to Rebecca off the back of when Rebecca said she didn't want to do the live. Now, you guys can make your own judgment as you will to the message, but I personally don't think it's a guilt trip into Rebecca doing the live. Danny clearly said that he understands, she needs to put her family first, etc., and we can do the fundraiser at another time. That was clearly said. So I'm going to pop that in just here. Right, I'm not going to keep the pictures on long because I've got a lot to get through. So if you want to look at the picture, please pause the video. Right, the next thing is on Sunday, obviously, Rebecca's daughter gifted the money over to Loki. There's been several things that I've heard on how it happened. Rebecca was asleep, Rebecca was snoozing, she left it on a live and it went on to someone else's live. I've heard that YouTube, whatever. Doesn't matter how it happened, I'm really not interested. The fact is that money was sent. Now, Rebecca has replaced that money. She has replaced that money and we've received that money, which, you know, thank you so much for. But what I don't like is the fact of the guilt shame on myself and Danny. So we have had so many messages off the back of the live saying, can't you just let Rebecca off the £300?
Sorry, I'm just noticing, I'm not sure it's my phone or that's a mole on her neck. Is that a mole on her neck? Because that sounded...
why don't you and Danny put the money in and all of this? If we had the money...
If I was here, I'd get you that mole checked because it doesn't look good. She needs to go to a dermatologist, I think, because it doesn't look like... I know a lot about melanoma. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it looks kind of, what's the word? Ragged, kind of jagged, a little bit jagged around the edges and dark in colour.
Would it be fundraising for a start? Secondly, it wasn't myself and Danny that obviously spent the money and gifted it by accident. It wasn't Rebecca's fault, but it was Rebecca's daughter. So the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but the responsibility relies on Rebecca because it was her daughter. And as I said, if the shoe was on the other foot, then myself or Danny would have to replace that money. The next thing is, obviously, the Mirror Man and other people came up and said to Rebecca, you know, we will help you replace that money. And they came up with...
She really needs to get that mole checked.
£250, you know. And Rebecca denied it. Not denied it, but, refused it. Said she didn't want it. Which is fine. As long as we got our money, we wasn't really bothered where it came from. But then myself and Danny started getting comments on lives from Rebecca's mods, from trolls, all sorts of people, giving hate on myself and Danny for absolutely no reason, and there's no need for it. And then there was a conversation between Rebecca and Danny, and then we went into the group chat once again, and it got a little bit heated, and I'm not gonna lie, I lost my shit. Absolutely lost my shit, because Rebecca then came back at myself and Danny and said, why don't you pay it? Now, while I'm on this subject, I will bring up what Danny said in the live. So on Saturday evening, Danny was incredibly upset, and he did mention that he had been gambling. Now, we've had a lot of issues on the back of this as well.
I'm not even listening, I'm zoned out.
I'm going to start with Rebecca. So Rebecca turned around and said, why don't you replace the money with Danny's gambling money? Now, first of all, Danny's money is Danny's money. Danny will do with what he wants, you know? And nobody can stop that. People have also got to understand that Danny is grieving. Danny is a recovering addict. And
he is boring.
He has done so
I'm a
well.
little bit lost as well.
And Sarah and Danny were very close, and his way of dealing with this was to get his head out of his mind space, and by putting a £5 bet on doing 10p spins, you know, I wouldn't.
Okay, yeah, it's too boring. I'm just interested in how much they've raised for their funeral, because the funeral's what, about 6k, and if they raised more than what they needed, what do they do with the rest of the money? So yeah, and listen, I'm all about evidence, even with a funeral. I know people lie about the most sickest things, so I would never do a fundraiser on TikTok for that reason, unless I know them personally. Right, I want to play the next videos. We'll play these, and then if people want to jump in the box, they can jump in the box. So I want to play this first one. This is about the M situation with what Rob said with that slur. And I'm not having a debate on the Rob situation, but this is just Tyrone's response to it.
Fucking hell. Come on TikTok. Hear this. What the fuck did we do? Or am I hearing it wrong, chat, because of the accent? Am I hearing it wrong because of the accent? Or am I hearing what I think I hear?
Oh, so that's Tyrone's response to Robert England, what he said about the slur, which I don't think many people are talking about, really. I love Tyrone. Yeah, Tyrone don't like me, but hey-ho. Hey-ho. He's a bad egg. Who, Robert England? You know what? I don't know if it's this older generation, and I'm not giving him an excuse or anything, but, you know, the older generation, it's... I don't know. Do you think that's where the issue is? Do you know what I mean? Where they say words that they don't realise that you can't say anymore, that, you know, people said in the 80s and 90s. But that, I mean, that N-word, it's, you know, I don't know. It's probably the worst word you can use, apart from the other one, isn't it? You said the N-word. So... Anyway, let me go on to the Fiddy videos. If you don't know who Fiddy is, I don't know who he is, but he joined me, I think, in a battle, I think, was it a couple of days ago. and he had this filter on, pretending to be an old man, and he's got the filter on here as well. So he's a prankster, and so a prankster that goes wrong. Now, guys, I have not seen these videos. Okay, so they are a trigger warning, I assume. But let's just play them and have a look.
This is the best picture you can find from Google.
Right, let me go into 1 sec.
All right. Somebody in my comments you said if it wasn't for the foreigners, yeah, England wouldn't be standing. I tell you now, yeah, it would be, because you wouldn't have half of what you got going on now. None of your 16-year-old daughters are safe because of like immigrants coming in. They don't care about them being 15, 16, take them, and that's that.
Brother, that is very extreme, brother. I have daughters, I have sons. I would never allow.
What have I done for England? I'm making England proud, do you know what I mean? Because I will fight against immigration. I will fight against it. I would go to prison for it. That's the difference.
Thank you, and so, oh my God, I can't believe this.
Mate, I know you might can't believe this, but you've obviously come up against somebody on a battle that doesn't agree with people like you. You've told me you haven't been here long.
So that's this.
What about?
So what may I ask? What you done for the Britain? What have you done so far?
Mate, I paid in all my life. What you paid in? Fuck all. You're just taking my money. That's all you're doing.
What have you established in the country? Tell me. What is successful you have created?
Right, well listen, here you go. I put a green screen on, yeah? I'm a fisherman, yeah? I supply fish to I supply fish to England. What do you do? Nothing.
Okay, show me, brother.
Apart from sit in a care room, yeah? And like, think you're something special. Like, here you go. This is my boat, yeah? I'm self-employed, yeah? With my own crew, yeah? What have you done for us?
I have seen this picture on Google, brother.
You haven't, mate. You haven't seen it on Google because it's only on my Facebook account, so you're full of shit.
Well, this is the best picture you can find from Google and say you...
So they're in parts, guys. So he's put up this photo. They're in parts, so I'm just going to go through them.
Okay, so did we not come from Adam and Eve, brother?
No, mate. You might have come from Steve.
Oh?
So we are not humans?
Listen, I'm human, but I'm not milking the government, you know. If I get 12 points on here, yeah, I'll get 12 points. I'll recharge it and give it to somebody else. You're taking all of yours out to send back home.
So because of the color of my skin, you are saying we are...
Look, I got one of your mates in my comments. We're taking over. You're not taking over shit, mate. Believe me, because skinheads, NF is coming back. Believe me. By 2025, you'll see NF back. And they'll be fighting the war on the streets. They won't be bothered about the crimes that come with it. You know what I mean? You do know they're meant to use a hammer, eh, like, during...
Alright, sorry guys, they're in parts.
I am not here for the fightings, brother. I'm just chilling.
Mate, I'm not here for the fight. I'm just here to tell the truth. I just think you're a liar.
Okay, brother. As you wish, as you like.
Stop calling me brother. My skin is white, yeah? Yours is brown. Stop calling me brother. We're not brothers. You know what I mean? You're from India. I'm from the UK. We're not brothers. We're nothing to do with each other. You're milking my system, and I don't like it. You're in a care. You've told me. You've come on here. You told me you come from India. You've never paid into anything. They put you in a care home because you're dying. So you're milking the Englishman's money. You know what I mean? How do you expect me to be with you? Do you expect me to be like, oh yeah, mate, I'm really happy. I'm really happy for you. You know what I mean? No. Milking the government, you know. If I get 12 points on here, yeah, I'll get 12 points. I'll recharge it and give it to somebody else. You're taking all of yours out to send back home.
So because of the color of my skin, you are saying we are...
Look, I got one of your mates in my comments. We're taking over. You're not taking over shit, mate. Believe me, because skinheads, NF is coming back. Believe me. By 2025, you'll see NF.
What is NFA or something?
On the streets, they won't be bothered about the
Oh, that's a repeat. Sorry, I didn't mean.
Hate the people like you that come to England,
Is this a repeat?
claim all our benefits. You're telling me you live in a care home. You're telling me you're dying, so you're getting like care from nurses. And to me, you don't look like you're dying at all. You look like you're having a crack all night. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Fair enough, brother. As you wish, as you like. But I think, brother, this is not good mentality you have because you
Tell me, what have you done for England since you've been there? Tell me, what good thing have you done?
Okay, so in the 1972, when they come to the India, the British...
I'm saying, what have you done, for England? What you've been in England, not when they come to India in 1972. What have you done? Tell me something you've done that England should be proud of. Tell me.
To have the good time, talk with the people.
Look, you're here to have a good time, but you just told me you're in a care home in England and they're paying for it. You know what I mean? How can they be paying for you to stay in a care home when you're not even British?
So you are saying basically I have to be British to stay here?
Yeah, I am saying that because you've only come here 5 minutes ago. And now you're living in a care home and you're on TikTok because you want to send money back home. So you know what I mean? To me, call me what you want to call me. Yeah, I'm patriotic. I don't believe that people like you should be allowed to walk in and claim our benefits. What have you ever paid in? You've only been in the UK 10 seconds. Yeah. What money have you ever paid in to the fund? Tell me, where have you worked?
So basically...
So I think that's it. We've got one more video here. I don't know if it's a
This is the best picture you can find from Google and say you run this for Britain.
Listen, mate, I'll take you out in my boat. You'll last one day and you'll never be seen again. You won't be sitting in no care room milking the Englishman's money.
Very smart to make the threats online. Very smart.
Mate, it's not a threat. It's not a threat. It's a promise. You know what I mean?
That is you are threatening the old man.
I don't believe that you're telling me the truth. You're saying you're on your grandson's account, but you're not on your grandson's account because you're in a care home. Take your green screen off and prove to me that you're in a care home. Do it. Go on.
I do not want to show the location of my care home.
Do it, because you're full of it, mate. You're not in no care home. You're full of it.
You are a very angry man with a lot of hate in your heart, and I hope God heals your heart because this is not good mentality.
So that's it, guys. So that's the racism. What's his username? I don't know from these, because I don't know. That's something we'll have to speak to Fiddy about. I'm not too sure. Can we share the live to Fiddy? See if he wants to come in the box to discuss it. See, I was gonna say, you know what I was gonna say when I first played it. I don't know if there's a difference, if he's not referring to skin colour, but more about immigration. So in my opinion, the media has a lot to do with racism. A lot, because a lot of what we get is from the newspapers, is from what we read. The information that he's being fed is from the media. Do you get what I'm saying? 100% in it. And that's what the newspapers do, because they know it's going to sell. And no one should be obviously subjected to that kind of race. I would say racism as well as, Now, I have my opinions on immigration, and that's illegal immigration, you know what I mean? Not genuine, people. Now, I'm not from this country. My parents are British, but I'm not from this country. I'm from New Zealand. So I would like to know, what his thoughts on me. Is it to do with colour, or is it to do with immigration? So I would like to have a conversation with that man and to see if he would say the same things to me, or is he basing it purely on the colour of his skin? Because if it's about just immigration, now those videos, they were horrendous though, but if it was on immigration, I do understand to a certain extent, you know, illegal immigration, because, you know, people do say, you know, that, you know, people that do come to this country, you know, they we've heard about benefits and all that. They get this, they get that, blah, 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 blah. But that's also been fed, I think, from the media. Do you get what I'm saying? We won't know that information unless we read it. You know, how do we know this information? From the media. So I think the media is very much responsible for a lot of racism. And it's not even coming from the government, because we read about the government in the newspaper. It's all coming from the media. They claim benefits. I'm not, well, maybe not now, but there was, I think, a time when, you know, when there were people coming into this country, men, grown men, not with family, not with women, that were claiming benefits and taking it home. So what I'm saying is, and sending it home, sorry. So what I'm saying is, you know, he has a, to a certain extent, you know, with what he's saying is correct. But, you know, I think with the rest of what he's saying is racism, because he is being racist, especially when, you know, when he said, "Don't call me brother, I'm white, you're brown." You know, that is racism, isn't it? So it would be good if we can share the live to Fiddy and see if he wants to get into the box and to talk about what happened there. They have it. Not all immigrants. No, to me, it's just illegal immigrants. You get what I'm saying? Not the genuine people that come here. And like I said, I'm not even from this country myself. You know what I mean? The fact he's stating NF is bad. What does NF stand for? What does NF mean? Fiddy, I keep calling him Fiddy Diddly Do. Yeah, he did handle that quite well, yeah. Watch National Front. Oh, okay. Is that what it means, National Front? Do you think from those videos he's National Front? Do you think, can I ask you a question, guys? Do you think he's racist, or he's just come across in a bad way and he's talking about immigration? Because, you know, an immigrant could be any colour. Indian, Chinese, white, any colour. And I think that's what people are forgetting. You know, so I think if you're going on an immigration to an Indian guy, I think it could look like you're being racist. Why? How do you even know he's an immigrant? Do you even know he's an immigrant? Because he's I don't know if he had said he's from India. I don't know. Both. Yeah. 100%. Racist. Yeah. I don't know his username, so I don't know if we can share the live to Fiddy and ask him. Because I'd like to have a conversation with him, because I'm not from this country. So I want to know if he has the same views, or is it because he has those views because he's from India? You know what I mean? And he's not white. You mentioned skin colour. Yeah, exactly. You mentioned exactly that, yeah. He's a walking image on National Front, yeah. Dude, National Front, they do exist, right? Is that a political party? I'm terrible at it. Yeah? Card! Oh, God. Angie, you're white people like... Well, that's what I mean. I'd like to have him to have a conversation with me, or someone that is white, that isn't. I mean, I don't class myself as an immigrant, but someone that has come to this country that is a white person. I'd like to know what his views are on that, and not just someone who isn't white. He's from India, right, Fiddy? I like Fiddy. I thought he was a nice guy. I mean, it's definitely a filter that he's gotten, isn't it? Yeah. He's from Afghanistan. Oh, right, I didn't know that. Oh. He said to me when I had a conversation to him that he's from India. For God's sake. Oh, my God. He lay down. Yeah? Oh no! I'm on live, so I'll do when I come off in about 20 minutes. Oh no, actually, I'll have to think about it. I mean, I'm only joking. Let me just lay down. Yeah, tap the screen, guys. What are we on the popular board? Yeah, I don't know. He's from Afghanistan. I think he said to me he was from India. Thank you for the bracelets, guys. What is that on Netflix? Is it Wes? Watch Martin Smith. What Martin Smith? Where do I watch that? No, here. Oh, it's on here. Oh my God, did you hear her? For God's sake. Came to you, Martin Smith. He's live.
Do you want these pyjamas or not?
No. Don't watch it, Ange. Who is it?
Ange, don't, please, darling.
Who is? I don't even know who he is. Who is he?
I don't know. Nasty with the dog, so please don't.
With a dog?
I'm not going to look. I'm not going to.
What? What's happened with the dog? Who is he, though, this man Smith?
He's got a dog on camera and not in a very nice way.
He's got a dog on camera. It's dying. What? I'm really confused. What do you mean the dog's dying?
I don't know, Ange.
Can someone just tell me, please? Well, I need to know now because I can't have the not taking him to the vet and it's dying.
Oh, God, no, I can't. No.
What? Does anyone know where he is? Why, does he mistreat the dog?
I have no idea. It was just a message that come up, so I just thought, shit, I better get in the live because I don't want you to see anything untoward. I really don't.
His dog is on his lap. His dog's just not well. I don't understand. Can someone tell me you're not speaking riddles? Huh? Oh, Leslie, why the hell did you get in the box if you're not going to speak?
Oh, no, sorry.
Oh, she did speak, sorry. I'm sorry, Leslie. So I'm just getting mad because of this dog.
There's a lot of mixed signals in the... Let me just go have a peep. I'll just go over and have a peek. What's his name?
The vet is going to him, Ange. The vet is going to him, apparently.
What's his name? Martin Smith?
I'm not doing it. No, I'm not for the dogs. Oh, thank you. He's a wrong... What? Don't, Ange. Well, what? Can someone just not talk on riddles and tell me what's going on, please? Since 7... Been like what?
Oh, no, Ange, I wouldn't bother.
Can you just tell me, Lisa? I won't watch. Can you just tell me what's happened?
Well, he's sitting there with the dog between his legs. I can't hear what he's saying because it's on low, but everyone in the comments are calling him vile because he's not taking him to the vets.
Dog's crying.
He's suffering.
There's a dog crying.
Let me turn it up a little bit.
What's happening? Can you turn it down, Lisa? I don't want to hear it, man.
Sorry, Andrew.
Right, Lisa, what's happening?
He's just squealing.
The dog?
The bloke is.
The bloke? But what's wrong with the dog?
The dog's not moving.
Is it gone?
I would say it's pretty much, to be honest, Ange.
Why didn't they take it to the vet?
Oh, he was squealing because he had cramp. Why is he filming it? It's just disgusting. The dog's just not moving.
Does anyone know who he is? Does anyone know who he is?
There's not many nice comments. Sorry, guys, in the comments. It's telling me to stop.
For people threatening to go to his door, does anyone know where he lives? Does anyone know where he lives?
I have no idea.
Somebody,
He's in Scotland.
He's in Scotland. I hope someone does go to the door and beats it down. Now, I'm not telling anyone to do that. Don't get me wrong. I don't condone violence, but I hope, no sympathy if someone beats that door down.
I can't watch anymore.
What's happening?
It's just the dog's just lying there on the floor.
Not moving?
No. No.
What's wrong with it?
I've just got no idea. I don't know what's wrong with the dog.
No, I need to know now, guys. I need to know that someone's booting down the door.
People are saying he's old.
So have they got a vet? Coming?
No.
So it's just going to let him die in pain?
Yeah, basically.
Wow.
I hate people, I do. I think it's old. Died now.
Does anyone know where he lives?
Someone's
It's making my blood boil. Does anyone know where this
I am, Joe. I have, Joe.
Hey, I've been on there and I've done rescue all my life, right? And I swear to God, I can't even watch it. The back legs have gone on the dog.
Do you know John Shields? It's his ex-partner.
Instead of him taking it to the vet, he's not. He's just leaving it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, so basically, the dog's basically on its last legs. The reason I mentioned it is because he needs exposing, because the dog's on his last legs and he's not getting no vet or anything involved, so he's leaving it to basically unalive itself in pain rather than go and get it put to sleep. So the dog's obviously suffering.
He doesn't even have to pay to get it put to sleep. He doesn't even have to pay for it.
But he's not doing nothing about it. He's basically just leaving it, just laying his lap and go. But the dog's suffering.
And he's doing it on live, which is absolutely...
And he's doing it on live. He's arguing with his dad over it as well. So it's like a family argument going off. But it's like none of them really give a crap. And if you watch him, when his dad jumps in the box, he basically flips the dog out of his lap like he don't care.
Does anyone know where this creature lives? Because his son kicks down his goddamn...
Yeah, he might have now, Stacey. He might have just phoned the vet now because everyone's going at him. He had...
Ange, do you know John Shields?
Yeah.
It's his friend.
Yeah.
Does anyone must know where he lives? Don't know.
I don't know. I wouldn't have
Just
thought
chaos.
so. Not if they've gone off the legs.
I can't watch it.
It's the way he's not really bothering about it. Like, yeah, I understand that it looks like he's moping with the dog, but and then next minute he's arguing with his dad, like, yeah, over the dog, and then the poor dog just gets flipped around out of his lap because he's trying to get to his phone. Some people are defending him, but I don't get it. You can't be cruel to animals. I don't care what anyone says.
Why is he even filming it, this sick bastard?
That's what I'm saying. Why would you want it on a platform?
In that way.
I know somebody in Scotland that's absolutely adores dogs, so I'm going to phone him now.
Yeah, but you don't
do anything.
Hello, Angie. Hello, you okay? Listen, I think you can phone the police because we had somebody around by us that was really cruel to a dog, and the police, I think they can either give you a number.
The thing is, the only problem is they'll just say, well, the dog, you don't have to take your dog to the veterinary when it's dying. You can let it die naturally.
But he can get into trouble for that, for cruelty.
No, if you let your dog die naturally, no, you don't have to put it down, do you?
No, but it's still bad because if he's doing this, I can't watch things like that.
But also doing it on a TikTok live, that's surely not right.
No, but I'm sure right because we had somebody round by us that was beating the dog and it was really bad.
She's got a Scottish flag, she might know more.
Okay, Angie, I'm dropping down. I hope you're okay anyway. Take care.
Yeah, police won't do anything. He says it's paralysed. You can't allow pain for suffering for a dog, but you can let a dog die when it's dying naturally. Some people let it do that. I don't agree with it. I think the dog should be put to sleep.
I'm just lost for words.
He's not letting people in the box, though, is he? I don't know. If I see it, though.
He's on drugs. He's always as high as a bloody kite. It's John Shields' friend. John Shields used to live with him.
Is he got anyone in his box?
And he's a couple of people.
Yeah, Martin, everyone in his box.
He's got 6 people in his box. And they're all shouting to him, get the dog to the vet. But he's just left the dog now and he's walking around the house.
I don't think anyone look at
Angie, people are being all very dramatic. He's phoned the police, he's phoned the vet, he's waiting for a call back, and the vet is going to the house and potentially putting the dog to sleep in the house.
Right, okay.
So he has phoned.
That's great.
Yeah, he's phoned the vets.
Good.
Okay. So we don't need to go on there, no?
Pardon?
We don't need to go on these. Phone the vets, yeah?
No, he's phoned the vets. He's waiting for a call back from the vets. He doesn't need to take the dog to the vets because the vet is going to him.
Yeah, I only popped on, Hayley. I just heard the exact same thing. So
Everyone's going crazy.
What's his name? What's his name again?
Martin Smith. So basically, Ange, the dog's back end's gone. And the dog's
I'm just getting.
You can't see anything, Ange.
Oh shit! I accidentally sent him a rose.
The dog's.
Guys, that was an accident. Didn't mean to send him a rose. I'm trying to get in the box. For fuck's sake, don't put down the FYP.
Oh, so grateful for that, Hayley.
Yeah. So the dog's back end's gone and it's become paralysed. So he's phoned the vet. The dog is old and he's expecting the dog to be potentially be put to sleep. But the vet is going to go to his house.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
No, I did not cause trauma for nothing. I was trying to save Angela.
I am trying to get in this box.
Right, I'm going to jump down. I need to go for a wee and I want to make a brew.
I don't want to see it though. Do you know what I mean?
Take us with you, Hayley. And you can't see, even when he puts the dog on, the dog is lying there peacefully. It's nothing traumatic. Hayley, do you use Hendrix toilet roll?
I didn't hear him on the phone to the vets.
Do I use Hendrix, of course?
Thanks, Joe.
Lisa's not going to want Angie to see it though, guys. Angie gets genuinely traumatised. Angie, if he does put the dog on, the dog just looks like it's lay there, honestly. It's not.
So how long has he been struggling to move for? I'm asking you, I understand you're upset. Listen, I totally resonate that you're upset. Your dog's not moving. and I understand that you're clinging on to whatever you've got left, and I totally get it. You need to stop getting yourself into a state though, and we need to start making some plans on how we fix that.
I'm gonna go mental.
Oh, gee whiz. It's like a husky dog, Ange.
Right, and I understand what you're going through, and I understand it, I totally get it, but you need to, it's something that's...
Angie, he's just had a phone call and said he missed it, so I don't know whether that was a vet calling.
What would you? I would consider getting the dog into a taxi and supporting it. Get the dog into a taxi and supporting that.
I know he's shouting.
Everybody's shouting at him and getting him
Everyone's shouting with a fucking dog around her. What's wrong with this woman? Get her out the goddamn box screaming. Everyone's screaming. This dog needs peace.
Yeah, that's the problem, Angie. Everyone's screaming, so then he's getting irate.
Yeah, but he's on live and he's just missed a phone call.
Because he's got someone arguing in the box on him, so...
It's cruelty. And see if somebody phones and reports and they turn up and your dog's not moving, it's you who's going to be in trouble. You need to take it to a vet, Martin.
Yeah, Martin, who's that? Martin.
Tell them who I am, they'll tell you shut up. I think plenty of people are already saying that, Martin.
Who's Angie? Who's Angie?
They're trying to get you in the box, Angie.
I think Angie's a vet.
For fuck's sake, they think I'm a vet.
Fuck's sake. No, it's not Jay.
No, don't let her in. She's no good for dogs.
Whoa, what?
I was even putting in the comments, if he's...
Not up about and change the subject.
Someone just said they know, you know what they're talking about. At the end of the day, the doctoring page needs to get the vet round there, needs to get out of pain.
Yeah, I agree.
They can go peacefully.
It's not moved for 24 hours. Are people taking the piss? I thought it happened today.
No, yesterday, Hales.
Oh, God.
Yeah, his back legs are paralysed, apparently.
Keep her, even if she
Well, I just said
Hello?
I was put... Oh.
Yeah. Can I? Oh, you just disconnected me. You disconnected me.
No, Andrew, you should just not say what you wanted to say. No,
I was putting in the comments, Ange, if he's not taking it because he can't afford it.
Well, she's not getting in here to give you advice on a dog when she's been...
How can she help? Aye, I know.
How do we even know she's coming in to give advice on the dog?
I can help you, you can't.
Oh my
She
God.
can help. How's she got help though?
I don't know,
But if he can't get if it's because he can't afford it, then I'll pay for it. Just take it to the fucking vet.
Right, on you go.
When's the vet coming? That's the main thing. Request to watch.
When is the vet coming?
Whenever they've got time to come out and they see it's a priority.
Sometimes they...
Thank you, else, but a priority, what's happening here? That's not any pain, that's why, so it's not priority. Have you gave it painkillers?
It is a priority.
Oh, come on, that's why, so it's not priority. Have you gave it painkillers?
It is a priority.
Oh, come on,
Part of the vet's job, it is a priority.
Right, for your taxi or whatever it is you need. I'm just reading the comments.
Yeah, hiya. Can you get the dog to a vet yourself? Can you get the dog to the vet yourself, like an Uber?
Yes, of course I can.
Right, if I got you an Uber, would you get into that cab and the next 10 minutes...
because I want my dog to get put in a nurse.
What?
My dog, if it's getting put in, just get put in the nurse.
Oh, you were so sad.
What do you mean? And at your house?
Yeah, he wants it.
I've got the fucking SSPCA and a vet coming out to do this. The vet is on its way out to put the dog to sleep if it has to be put to sleep. No, that's wrong. That's misinformation. I've contacted the appropriate people to get a vet. I've told them what's happened with my dog, and they've said that's fine. We'll get passed on to everybody in the fucking...
No, apparently you missed a call. The vet phoned you and you missed a call.
Apparently, you missed the call. You had someone phoned you and you missed the call. The vet. It might be in the vet.
I need to know reading from front and back.
Yeah. Well, why don't you call them and get off here and call them? What the fuck are you still on TikTok and get off and call them? Because I swear to God, I hope someone kicks down your fucking door. Get that dog to a vet. You're sitting there screaming your mouth off and everything with your dog dying. You disgusting, vile creature. I swear to God, I hope someone kicks down your goddamn door and thumps you in the face. I don't want to bastard. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Angie, I don't know you personally, but I know nothing.
No apologies needed.
Sorry, I do
Ange.
apologise. I didn't want to shout because the dog's there, you know what I mean? But I lost my fucking rag, man. Sorry. I didn't want to shout.
I'm not being funny. If your dog was that ill, you would get it to the vets no matter what. You wouldn't wait for the vet.
Yeah, I didn't want to shout though because the dog's probably scared me.
Yeah, no.
It's not making sense in what he's saying. They don't class it as a priority. Well, in fact, they do. They're out within the hour. I had mine done at home. They're out within the hour. They don't leave a dying dog on the floor.
Your cigarette. Call the vet. Call the vet. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely vile.
It sounds like he hasn't got the vet out.
No, I don't believe him either.
I said to him, I'll pay it. He doesn't want no, the vet's coming to him. I said, I'll pay, get a Uber, I'll pay. If everyone go over there and say, listen, I shouldn't have showered, but I'll pay for the vet, the Uber. He can get an Uber in the next 10 minutes, just goes to the emergency vet, I'll pay it.
I think it's because he likes it done at home, don't you?
Yeah, you can understand for the dog to go in its own home, but if it's in that distress and that much pain, you do whatever, is best. And that means getting it to the vets to get it done.
The thing is, with the dog in pain, they go very quiet. They don't necessarily make noise.
I just lost my rag. I'm sorry. I didn't even get anywhere. It's not going to get you anywhere shouting. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Smile, second you boxer.
Let me just say, I'll pay.
Yeah, my dog hurt itself not too long ago. I had to take it to the vets and get pain relief and everything. And all it was doing was walking around and whimpering. You can tell when they're in pain, but it's...
Yeah, with its legs. I mean, sometimes when... Do you know what I mean? When
Oh, no, I was threatening. I don't give a shit. You're sitting there with your dying dog on the floor. Take it all you want, threat or not, I don't care. We all love animals, man. You know what I mean? And I hope someone does kick down his fucking door.
Cost me $2,000 to have my dog's leg fixed.
Can I just ask a question?
No, I don't care. We all love animals, man. You know what I mean? And I hope someone does kick down his fucking door.
Cost me $2,000 to have my dog's leg fixed.
Can I just ask a question? Is it right, or is this false, or is this correct? On his live, someone asked him when the dog became ill, as in when the dog's back legs went there, was paralysed. And he said yesterday morning, but he hadn't spoken to a vet until this afternoon.
Someone did say 24 hours, but I don't know.
So if he hasn't... But what I'm saying is, if the dog's legs went and the dog's legs went yesterday, but he hasn't called a vet until today. So he's left it 24 hours before calling.
Can everyone go and tell him I will pay for I will pay. He can stay on TikTok. I will pay for the taxi. All he needs to do is give me his address, okay? I won't, he doesn't have to give it to me. I don't know how I can do the Uber, where he just puts it down. I don't know. He might better do it that way. I don't know. I don't know if this guy has even got an Uber on his phone. But he can trust me with his address. I'll put it in, get him into a cab in the next 10 minutes and he can go to the vet.
Alice, is that what you're saying in the... What you're saying
I will pay for the taxi. It just needs to get the dog into the vet and to a taxi.
Alice, what you're saying in the comments, is that true? Is that factual?
Yeah, it is. This is what I'm trying to say to you, Smiles. This is what
the dog's been sitting there. So this happened to the dog 3 days ago. Wes?
What?
So this happened to the dog 3 days ago.
As far as I'm aware, it happened yesterday, and he only phoned the vet today, this afternoon, when everyone got onto him, but he's been on live since yesterday as well. This is what I'm saying, it's been going on. It's not just today.
Okay.
And this vet is supposed to have been coming since, as far as I'm concerned, this morning.
Phone the vet back for you. What is the issue with phoning the vet back?
Yeah, someone did say that it was 24 hours, but this happened to the dog yesterday, but he didn't call the vets until this afternoon, which meant that he left the dog 24 hours before calling the vets.
But it's very contradicting, because he's saying the back legs have gone, and then next minute he's saying that the dog needs to get put to sleep. So as far as I'm concerned, the dog's back legs are gone, so he's obviously suffering in pain, not wants to get put to sleep.
Yeah, 100%.
Actually said to me, would you like me to
That's why it's quite concerning, because he's obviously in pain. That's probably why he's not moving.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, that's like, if you care for your dog, then you're going to do whatever you can for your dog, you know?
Of course you are.
And if that dog's been like that since yesterday,
and he gets free vets anyway.
He would have done, yeah. He would do, yeah. If you can't afford to have that done, but you want your dog to be in the best possible place.
My mum was in pain. I was straight on the phone to the vets and had an appointment right within an hour, 2 hours.
And
well,
that's
he's just
what
had
I mean.
a phone call back, and then he didn't even answer it, and he's still not ringing back now.
And this is what I mean, CJ, when I say if this happened to the dog yesterday, but he hasn't actively called the vets until today, means that poor dog
he has called the vets, because it's sounding like...
Yeah, I don't think he has, to be honest. I really don't think he has.
I mean, if he has, that poor dog's been sitting there 24 hours in pain.
He was really upset when he had to put his bird down, so I think he might be a bit upset having to put his dog down.
Yeah, but the thing is, Sienna, the dog don't need to get put down. All that's happened is his back legs have gone, so he's obviously in pain from that. So who's to say that the dog needs to get put down? We don't know. It could just because it's in pain.
Yeah, he's saying, isn't he?
As far as I'm concerned, he's just leaving it to die.
Yeah, but he's go to the vets to have x-rays, whatever. The dog needs to be at the vets, not at home.
Exactly.
But he's saying he wants his dog to go while he's at home.
Yeah, and he keeps saying the vet's coming, the vet's coming. He's been saying that all day.
Well, he's talking rubbish then, I'm afraid. The vets, they were saying bring him straight in.
And if they've just rang you back, why would you not then quickly ring them back?
See, that doesn't make sense either. If you've missed a phone call, no offence, but if that was me and I missed a phone call, I'd come offline. I mean, I wouldn't be online with an animal like that anyway, but if I was in his situation and I'd missed a call, the first thing I'd be doing is coming off TikTok and ringing the vet back.
It sounds like it's not listening to anyone. I don't know what he's doing, whether he's...
Oh, be quiet, Lewis.
It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting.
That dog's
someone just put, please not me. My dog was paralysed 4 months ago.
This is why his dad's been arguing with him, because his dad keeps saying, get your dog to the vets, get your dog to the vets, and he's like, shut your fucking mouth. Going on one. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
But no one knows where he lives, so I
know
one can do anything, really.
You're right, guys. So just a little insight into the situation. When I rang my vets, they wanted me there straight away. My dog's whole back end went over sort of 4 days. She was completely paralysed and completely incontinent in both ways. They gave us 2 days for steroids to work to give her a chance of life. If the steroids didn't work in those 2 days because her bladder was backing up, then they would have put her down. My dog was lucky. She had 2 steroid tablets and she was standing again, 4 walking and 5 completely continent again. But that's like a 1% chance. Do you know what I mean?
And that's what getting there quick as well. For the
She was paralysed for 4 days and was back up on her feet. Do you know what I mean? But her bladder did back up in 2 days.
This is what I'm saying. You need to get to the vets to get the treatment. Needs to give painkillers.
The thing is, the first couple of days she was in agony, but then once the paralysis had took hold, she was numb. So she wasn't actually in pain. She was dragging her back end behind her like it was nothing wrong with her.
I'm going to jump down anyway and go and have a look.
It's hard to know what the dog's feeling. You know what I mean?
It's not as expensive as people think to have your dog put down at home. Well, it didn't, well, I'll say that, it didn't cost me a lot. It cost me £86 and they was out within the hour.
Yeah, it cost me £60 for treatment. But, you know, you've got to do it for your animal.
It's
But they
usually an
literally
appointment
came
cost
out
and then
within an
treatment
hour.
cost. It depends on what vet you've got, you know what I mean?
At the end of the day, Angie has offered to get him an Uber, and if that was me, I'd be taking that offer up if I couldn't get there myself.
Hiya, Anne. I've just spoke to somebody I know who lives in Edinburgh, right? He said he's working till 6, but he's got some boys that he knows that lives in Livingston. He's going to send them round there. He's asked for his address, and I said I'm not sure, so I've just had to tell him what I know.
You know, during the whole time of my dog being sick,
you hear me, Ange?
The hoist to walk around the garden to try and help her legs. Do you know what I mean? We were putting her in the
Yeah, what have you sent some boys round for, Joe?
He was on value.
Oh, you heard me, Joe?
Yeah, is it vet?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. He's absolutely, but he's got loads of dogs, and he's just said to me now. He said, "I'm working till 6, but I got friends that live in Livingston." He said, "And I'm going to try and find out where he is and send him over." But he said, "Can you get me his address?" But I mean, I can't do that, and nobody can sort of dox it unless somebody can inbox me an address. But
anyone knows it.
Yeah, but there's people that he knows that live in Livingston because he's from Edinburgh, and he said he's going to send some boys round to see what's going on.
Well, hopefully someone goes there now.
Who's put threatening? Nobody's threatening, right? They're going round to help the situation, okay?
I'm going to jump down, guys. I'll catch you in a bit.
Thanks to Jill. No, not at all. I'm trying to help the bad situation, all right? Let's get a grip.
I'm going to jump down as well, but just the people saying that he's going to give his dog Valium, that was what was prescribed by my vet to my dog in the same situation. So Valium is okay for dogs in the right moderation.
What he's saying
But he said no way as a dog leaving the house.
They might be able to save him. You're not a vet, they might be able to save him. How do you know?
He hasn't phoned the PDSA. He hasn't phoned the private vet.
Just to throw everyone out the box.
A nice person, I avoid it, but don't start someone off the front. She's still just a person.
Excuse me.
Oh. No, I want to love you, but right, so I do want to. I don't know you call my papa about it. Angie.
Angie, I'm telling you. Angie wants to pay for whatever you need done for the dog.
Thank you very much for your offer, Angie.
Who's that? That's not Angie.
No,
Angie, I'm Delulu.
Alright, Delulu. Well, Delulu, sorry. Thank you for your offer, sorry. Like, it's got somebody say Angie. Thank you for your offer, it's fine. I've got it in hand. My dog will get a vet.
I'm coming out. Are you going on, and I'll go with you? Right. If you leave your box, I'll leave you go first then. I'll follow you, I promise. I'll follow you.
Right, Mark. Get yourself out of mine.
I promise if you leave us all down there, I'll follow you.
I'll see you soon.
You can't go, can you? You're like, no.
I'll see you soon.
No, I don't want to leave him now.
He's laughing in their pot.
Oh. Thanks for
alright, I'll see you soon.
Thanks for listening.
All you saying in the comment, I'm mafia and all this, right? Nothing to do with that. It's I know somebody who lives up there that are going round to help, okay?
Around to help where?
Oh, you weren't here when she said it.
There's a boy in Scotland I know, right? He's got friends that live in Livingston, and they're going to go round to see if they can help the situation, all right?
Oh, they know who it is.
But there's people in the comments saying, oh, Mafia Jill, they're going round, what they're going to do, and blah, blah, blah. But I can't see anybody else in the comments.
They know who he is, Jill.
Does anybody know where he lives?
No, I've sent
what area?
I've sent him everything, right? The TikTok thing, everything. He's in work till 6, but he said he knows some boys that live in Livingston, so they're going to go round to see if they can help the situation.
My daughter is a vet
nurse.
My daughter's a vet nurse. She's got Medicaid and everything. I can get her to go round
she has got medication because of her animals and everything. She can go into the vets that she works in and get some. I'll pay for it. If my daughter can go and give it to him, I can phone her. She lives, I don't really want to give out where she lives, but she's not far away from where he could be, maybe.
How is that sounding threatening? Get a grip.
I'm not threatening. What?
No.
I'm saying that my daughter is a vet nurse. She can get medication and take it round.
Hold on.
Comments.
Right, one thing, Jill, ignore the comments. And
Nikki just said,
Jamie, it wasn't you they were on about.
Somebody said they found there was an SSPA, whatever they are.
Yeah.
They're aware of Martin. So, yeah, they might be aware of them. Are they aware of what's happening right now?
It wasn't you they were talking about, Jamie. And Jill,
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry. What?
No, that's all right. And Jill, just ignore the comments. You know what they like to be.
I know. Just can you just bloody?
I wasn't reading the comments. I was like, what?
Jill, if you go on your phone and swipe on the comments, you can stop
what about
them
water?
being
Are
on
they
the screen.
giving them water? Can someone get in the box and get him some water? The dog might need water.
Thing is, I watched that, right, and he's had that dog like that for 24 hours, for God's sake.
He's a tiny boy, isn't he?
Longer than that. Someone said longer than
I'm
that.
on my other phone, my old phone, looking. Oh, that poor baby.
Yeah, you can see.
See, the thing is, if you've left the dog that long, that's no fair because, like, the vets didn't take that long, and the vets do come out if the dog's like that and it can't move and you don't have any car or anything. They do come out to your house to see if the dog's okay.
And the dog is drinking, but it's not eating.
And that means it's serious if it's not eating and it's not moving. So the vet would come out straight away, if you know what I mean. But if you've been it this long, I think that's disgusting.
Well, 2 years ago, I don't want to trauma dump. 2 years ago, I was away and my dog had cancer, and I got a call and the hubby had to take it to the vets at 2 a.m. in the morning to Glasgow. They wouldn't come out. He had to take the dog. So I'm not sure what they'll do.
Well, you'd have to pay for the vet to come out.
Well, I'm not that far from Glasgow. I'm Fife area, right? And the vets come out here. It depends on what vets you get.
It was, well, we live in, I don't know if you know, we live in Ballock.
Aye.
And I was, funny enough, I was actually in Dunfermline the night it happened. And my hubby called me and just said, and he called the vets and the vet said, can you bring him? So the hubby took him there. But I think if the hubby had said he couldn't, they would have come to the house.
Yes, 100%, because there's not any animal lie there.
Who would? This is just...
That's animal cruelty.
Where's John? Can anybody get hold of John? Because John obviously knows the address and everything. And if John, I think John might be asleep, but if somebody could get hold of John, surely John would.
And in Scotland, it's SSPCA in Scotland. That's what it's called up here.
Yeah, I've got an SSPCA worker around the corner from me, but the van, I've just gone out to look and the van's not there. Otherwise, I would have gone and knocked on them. So they're obviously out doing their job.
Sit with the dog because it needs comforting. Good dog.
Oh, wait, guys, does he not know Jack? Society Jack. Will he maybe have his number?
I don't know. Jack will more than likely. They were up really late, weren't they? So I don't know if John and...
I knew he was cooking earlier on. I seen him cooking the stew.
He's just loving all the attention he's getting in his box. And the box has got over 1,000 views.
Why do people go on views? Views is just drama. It's not the views, is it? Oh, it drives me up the wall.
He doesn't get that many.
Mary, I know that the vets can't drop just everybody, but like if he phoned yesterday, you know what I mean, they would have still came out.
Or you get a taxi and you get into the vet, send off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got plenty of pets for homes and vets. I mean, my daughter works for a Vets for Pets. She's a vet nurse, and I know that she's got medication at home because one of her animals. So I know that if I get hold of her, she would say, "What's the address? I'm going round," and until a vet got there, and she would give them medication. This is wrong. I never go in boxes. This has really got me.
Somebody said that Jack has his number, like John's number, in the comments.
I mean, come on, smoking around the dogs, and why do people just know?
Because he doesn't care. He just wants to be on TikTok getting the views, doesn't he? He obviously just does not care for that dog.
It's actually making me upset, the fact that he can do that. Just like, if the dog's not going to the toilet and not eating and everything, that's no fair at all. You know what I mean?
What? Mine's actually, well, it's my hubby's dog, our new one. She's laid on the floor, all sad because the hubby's away. She's moping at the window because he's away.
Jack, John and Emma will have his number. I don't know.
I wouldn't have.
Hi, Angie.
Hiya.
What about trying to give it...
So he stays... Hi, so he stays 5 minutes for me. I've tried to get in the box and offer bad drive, and I was going to take up with the vets. But
is the problem because you're doing through the PDFC and you're waiting for them? Because I'm more than just let me finish. I'm more than happy if you send me your address. I will pay for a private vet to come to the house and look at the dog.
I don't need a private vet. It's just
It's not really a time for... Seriously, I just can't stand people trying to act the mark. It's about just saving the dog.
that dog's been lying there for yesterday like that. It's no eating. He says he's been up all night with it. It's just lying there. It can't move. It's no eating. I stay 5 minutes away from him, and I was going to take him to a vet's. I know him.
He's lying there comfortable, quiet and resting. That's fine.
I would take that in a heartbeat, especially if that was my dog, if you know what I mean, like that. If somebody was to offer
He's saying that they're going to come to the house and we can put him in the house. I've never heard anything like it.
My friend got her dog in her house put them because I had my friend that couldn't move, so she got it down, but it cost like £80.
So it's not about putting him down, it's just getting him some help, whether that's
listen.
I don't even like upset or anything like that. I don't even
There is possible things that I can do.
I would have been in tears.
If I wanted to,
the dog's just lying there absolutely helpless, can't eat or anything. I don't mind coming in the car and taking him to the vets. Why does he want to just rush off to the vets?
Just in case, which I know
if the dog's not peeing, it's bladder.
Sort of get some kind of thing to hold them up.
He's just making excuses.
Get up all night. My TV back legs are away. There's something the matter with your nervous system.
I've checked all his spine. I've run my hand in his spine and stuff.
How does he know the dog's going pain? It's on what?
We'll get him I'm just a phone call off somebody who's got medication, they're proper medication. And they're willing to take it wherever you need.
People say mute boxes, the noise isn't coming from here, it's coming from the boxes in here.
I honestly don't know. I love you, but what's the problem?
I think if we move boxes, I can do it.
People are trying to help you. Like you're saying, Martin, you've got that glimmer of hope that it's just his back legs.
That's what I'm not. I'm
Deep the dog's back legs are when we're going to need the glimmer of hope.
I'm just
coming, Kappa. I'm brat being in here, man.
Martin, people are trying to help me taxi, and you can take it to the vet and I hack me taxi.
Could I speak, please?
Can everyone just stop shouting? Like, I know you don't. Even if you don't want to take him, Martin, I'll pay for someone to come to your house and look at that dog. I know, but I will pay for it so someone comes back to that dog and looks at it.
Really? You Angie's pal?
Yeah.
Because we want to help you.
I can tell that as well. I know that.
Martin, I'll only come in to say that you got delusional Angie wrong. There was a lot of people in Angie's life who were willing to help you, including Hayley.
I told you, Angie trying 1.1 day and you'll be lucky on the boat.
It doesn't matter how many people
Get it out to the vet.
people in there that were wrong to help him.
Get it out to the vet.
You can't come in and call him a vile creature if you don't know the guy.
Because she loves animals and
Because she loves animals. The reason he's so upset is he's furious about people and that bitch comes in and starts with him.
Martin.
Yeah, she Sandy, at the start she was in being genuine, but then she turned because she was Kerry's not listening to anybody. No, just let me speak to you. You fought the vet, didn't you? Right, you fought the vet. It's from SPCA.
Which time did you go to the vet?
Probably the vet.
You get to fault, by the way, I'm sorry it's on your life, and if you still,
Listen, Martin, your dog is suffering. At least sit with your dog and cuddle it.
It's no suffering at all.
Hello, what's happening?
John, you know that guy Martin, you know where he is, yeah? Because his dog's dying.
Yeah. I told everybody about how Martin was mistreating animals ages ago, but everybody just made it I was a liar.
Do you know where he is so we can get a vet out there or get Cab out there?
Yes.
How are we going to do this?
And the lady, this came up a minute ago, was it Wendy, is it Wendy or something? She lives 5 minutes away from him. She was trying to get in a box to tell him that she can drive him to the vets because she lives 5 minutes away from him. But
he doesn't even want any of this. Can we not just get him a vet there?
Literally, him and his dad have been done for inbreeding dogs before and then trying to sell off the puppies to people that didn't know. Literally, like, it's just bad. It's actually just bad.
It's actually sick because that pure dog can't move, pee, or it's not eating.
Martin. Martin, see if you go.
If that honestly was me, I would be getting off TikTok, phoning every vet, be doing everything. If I couldn't get one, I'll get a cab or a taxi. You know what I mean?
The thing is, he knows if he streams this, it's going to be a big, massive viral moment, which is all Martin really cares about at this point.
That's why everyone in the boxes is not helping. Everyone needs to come out of the boxes.
Can we get a vet to him, John?
I'll send you the address if you want.
Yeah, can you send me the address?
Right, 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was going to say, if John can do anything to help Ange and try and get that poor dog sorted.
Right, see, I had a Japanese Akita before, right, and they're very, very good at hiding their symptoms. He says that he's felt about the dog doesn't seem like it's in pain. My dog done that, and I've got a video the night before she died jumping about like she was still a pup. And to me, it seems like the dog's got something in it that's causing it the problems, because when it happened to my dog, she ended up having several tumours in her lungs that just completely hit her in one day and wiped her like that. The dog sat there, wouldn't move, wouldn't drink, wouldn't do the toilet, wouldn't do nothing.
Well, that's what that dog's doing. It's no eating or that, and no moving and no peeing.
See, it needs to go to the vet. Like, I picked up my Akita and lifted it down a big flat and took it straight to the vet. And within 5 minutes of them taking an x-ray, they told me the dog had to get put down. You can't leave that dog there any longer. It's hard to watch.
Right. I sent that.
I've got to come on school run, but I'll be watching from the outside. We'll behave for Angela.
Don't worry, Zia.
I tried to get the SPCA to go last time, but everybody found out about it, and then it had his dad on, and then
If I called a vet now, would he open that door and let the vet in?
You'd be better off just phoning the SPCA.
He really wants a box.
No, Life, I've just got a private vet.
Right, Ange, before you bring me the boxes, in the comments there was someone called Aaliyah. She'd been spamming the comments to let her in while you were doing the FYP, and everyone was like, this is not the time and not the place. I don't know what her deal is, I don't know what she wants or whatever, but she keeps saying let me in. But just wanted to give you that bit of information. I want to get this fit.
And I've got his address. They've messaged me in the comments his address. I'll send it to you now. I said I'll pay for a private vet to go to that house today and see that dog. And he's saying it's not about the money, it's not about that. And I'll pay for it. I'm not asked.
I'll pay for the vet. I said I'll pay for the vet.
Yeah. He's just not interested.
being a
Him
martyr.
and his family have had so many dogs pass away
I'm
for
gonna
like
come off,
ingestion
guys,
stuff.
because I want to get a vet. I will input Lynn's in.
Guys, it's not the RSPCA for Scotland, it's the SS. PC.
So what do I need to do, guys? Because I'm going to have to come off and to do this. So what do I find a private vet? Will a private vet come out and stop me? You guys,
People are saying call the police.
The police aren't going to do anything.
Ange, just go, like, put his postcode into Google and then type in, like, so after you type his postcode, nearest vets, mobile vets.
Someone said SSPA or something. SSPCA.
Lots of people have
that's
called
the one for Scotland. That is our one for Scotland. It's not RSPCA.
No, not
He's just saying on his live to know that they've still got into his house.
Yeah, so people are reporting him because the docs in his address. So loads of people have rang that SSPS, whatever it is, and someone said that there's a supervisor looking at it because of the amount of calls that they've
because
had.
everyone's going door. I don't know if somebody's knocked at his door. He's on pause.
Okay, well, let's just see if he comes. Because if someone comes to the door, I'll get a private vet. Forget the NSPCA, whatever what's it called? NSPCC, whatever it is.
NSPCA.
Yeah, forget about them.
He's doing this now, like with this dog. Will he not get like our animals checked out and everything?
Really
What he's doing?
Well, even if you speak to the vet, Ange, and then just say, like, obviously the situation and that you believe that animal's clearly
I'm not going to say
suffering.
the situation on social media because they might not turn up. I'll just say, listen, my friend. I'll just say friend.
Yeah, true.
I'll just
said
say
the last time-
he's on pause, so he might have answered the door or phone. Let's see what he does first. And
I
then
asked him the last time he had food and drink, and he said yesterday.
Well, he needs water.
Yeah.
And also, if it's not been to the toilet, it can explode its bladder. If not, I mean, like.
Does anybody know the name of what dog it is?
It's the Japanese Akita. I don't know what other dogs he's got, but
Can someone go onto his live to see what he's doing?
That's the one. That's the one that was in the cage.
Someone said
the big Japanese Akita, John. It's a black and white dog.
Oh no, that's the old one. That's the old one.
Yeah, he said it was 16.
It looked more like a border collie or something. I'm not going to lie.
It's a Japanese Akita, 100%.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Got his address right. Can someone just go onto his live to see if he's got the vet at the door or something?
I'm watching it now.
Oh, okay.
See, to be honest, that dog is really, really old. But see, at the same time, like, see if like your dog's ready to pass away, it should be doing something to help that. Do you get what I mean?
Someone said he was on the phone with the vets or something, I think.
Yeah, the same door.
And just leave it there.
Really, it's just went on pause.
Slowly.
Oh, his phone rang. That's why he's on pause.
So, is it living? Is it that's where he lives? Yeah, that's where. No, I don't. What do I do? What do I do? Then put postcode in.
Yeah, just type his postcode in, and then after you type the postcode in, just say nearest mobile vet.
Nearest emergency vet.
Yeah, and mobile as well.
And it should come up like the wee red dots wherever it one is.
Is he in Livingston, John?
Here it looks rough. Like Martin looks rough these days.
Areas we cover. Oh, that doesn't even have a postcode. What area is this?
And do you want to send me it, and then I'll have a look?
Yeah, do you mind? Because I'm
Somebody put the SPCA is already on its way.
Yeah, they've been saying that for ages, but we don't know if that's true.
I was going to say, a lot of people are saying a lot of things, and who knows what the hell is true at this point.
But to me, what I'm watching is he has no intention of doing
Lynn, can you? Would you look at me straight away, Lynn, so I can have it ready?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
He really doesn't, CJ. He really doesn't. It sounds like he has absolutely no care.
Two minutes, Miles.
Yeah.
I've got one. It's called the Riverside Vet.
Really, I wouldn't say the name because trolls can call it up. Just send it, Ange.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Del.
Yeah. Who knows what he's who knows what anybody's saying is true, you know? I mean, he obviously doesn't, just by looking at what's happened so far, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's just like no fucks given kind of thing, but I could be wrong.
No, because if it was my dog, whatever, it'd be straight in the car, straight in the taxi to the vets.
Yeah.
And also that lady that lived 5 minutes away from him was like, trying to get in the box to say that she'll take him to the vet and everything.
His live will go off soon if it doesn't come back off pause. Thing is, if it's in pain, it's not going to drink water anyway. It's gone off now, it's ended. Live's ended.
Oh, so I don't know whether he's on the phone to them or what.
But what I see of him, he's probably going to come back on live because he's having the intention in it.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be loving the amount of views that he just got. Honestly, guarantee he'll come back on.
Mm-hmm. Just checking. Well, we can only hope that he does the right thing, but...
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
Like, my heart goes out for that wee poor dog, like.
Guys, I've already done that moot in the comments for that person, so don't worry. Already done it.
I just don't understand how these people allow pets, honestly.
No.
How many staff have been banned for having animals? Like 2 or 3 times?
Have they?
I didn't even know about him until today.
Right, so there was two major things that happened years and years ago. It was either one or two dogs. One or two dogs passed away for ingesting street Valium, and then under their care, and then at the same time they were inbreeding whippet dogs, and then selling off the puppies without telling anybody that they were inbred.
What a nice, nasty, vile person.
Like both of them have had animals removed off them. Both of them. Him and his dad.
How the hell has he got all the dogs and that and cats then?
That's absolutely disgusting.
I think it was. See, back in the day for all that, it was his dad that took the blame because his dad wasn't allowed dogs back for ages. But it was both of them. They were staying with each other at the time.
See, I didn't know about him until today when someone said, do you know what I mean? Didn't know nothing of him.
I'm the same as you, Smiles.
He used to literally just watch, never go live until like I mistakenly went and met him, and then he's been a clout chaser ever since. Cheers, Kelly.
So, John, is it right? Because someone's saying he's got 8 dogs, 6 cats, and 2 birds. Is that right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
It's the wee cat Freddy that.
He's back. Yeah, he's come back on live. He's still on pause though, but he's back on live.
And if you have a look on the Discord, I've sent you some screenshots of places.
Okay. I'm just waiting for him to come off hold.
Come back on.
Yeah, he's on. He's just on pause. It's more concerned with the fucking live. Seriously.
Okay, I got one here.
He's back. It's not paused now. He's on.
What's his name?
Hey?
I go on to him.
Now, is it me, or does he just not seem like he's got a care in the world?
So what's he saying? They're coming or what?
I don't think he's saying anything, is he?
He's saying it's not the call that he wanted or something, so I think.
I'm not going to cam 2 unless Angie wants it cam 2, guys, okay?
This is what John talking.
Oh, that's right, so. Right, excuse me, I need to go for food. I will beat you some books in a minute.
You're not going to get the dog seen off. As long as you know. Take the poor dog to the vet in suffering, and this is abuse.
Right. Who's talking in the background? Because there's no one in the boxes.
It wasn't
I don't know, I was just wondering that myself, CJ.
Right, I'm going to go and I'll call the vet, the private vet.
Okay, see you later.
Back on.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.